the folders. Suzanne stopped fiddling with the fertilization brochure and looked up. Tall high school teacher or short lawyer? Asked Nora. The teacher. Wait, forget I said that. No comment. If it turns out badly, I don't want any blame, said Suzanne. Nora flipped through the dented file cabinet and plucked out a few more files. She leafed through them gingerly, as if her fingertips would damage the phantom dads. Ooh, how about an architect who got a 1580 on the SAT? It says here that he's obese, but that could be a lifestyle thing. Nora laid out the files in a straight line on the chrome table. Suzanne danced her fingers across the files, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, but Nora swatted her hand away. How often do you think they change out the porno mags in the rooms? Murmured Suzanne as she pressed her face to a small window of the locked door in front of them. She pictured the men coming in here, walking down the bare white hallway, a smiling assembly of different ethnicities and professions, little board game figurines hobbling around on plastic stands. I don't know, Nora sighed. I wonder if there are any firefighters in these folders. Stop looking for your ex-boyfriend, said Suzanne. You're not helping, snapped Nora. Sorry, this place weirds me out. It's okay, I think I need some time alone, with the men. Nora flashed her that sad, tight smile, that I'm more practical than you will ever comprehend smile. I need a cigarette anyway, said Suzanne. Holler if you need anything. Once outside, Suzanne found shade next to a dumpster, away from the searing heat. She tried not to think about what was in the dumpster. Her hands trembled as she reached for the pack of menthols in her back pocket. Nora had announced her decision at their parents' house a month earlier, with a gallows resignation. She said she didn't want to run out of time, and she was going to take action. As she spoke, she curled her knees up to her chest. Always such a sensible girl, said their mother, patting Nora's knee. Love is totally unnecessary these days anyway, said Suzanne. Everyone looked at her. Their mother inhaled sharply. I just mean that you don't need two people anymore, in this day and age. One person can totally raise a kid. People do it all the time. I mean, it's not that you're not lovable. You are lovable, of course. It takes a village. Suzanne felt her face growing hot. Their father just shook his head. Suzanne took a long drag on her cigarette. She hadn't understood why Nora asked her to come today. Nora had plenty of friends, but these friends were married, some of them pregnant. She figured that was why. Suzanne heard footsteps coming towards her, and she crouched more tightly into the crevice next to the dumpster. She didn't want to be caught loitering outside of a sperm bank by someone she knew, especially someone cute. The footsteps stopped close by, probably on the other side of the dumpster. A man's voice spoke. Dude, I don't know about this. What if my kid finds me later? It won't. You have to agree to that first, and I never do. The second man's voice was deeper, more gruff. What job did you say you had again? Said the first one. Geologist. Geologist? Ain't no rocks around here, nothing but plains. Well, they wouldn't let me in if I told them I work at Bevmo. Suzanne pressed her ear against the side of the dumpster. She put out her cigarette when she saw plumes of smoke rising from their cigarettes. What job should I say I have? Said the one with the higher voice. How about engineer? Or lawyer? Lawyers are popular, I hear. But won't they check? Never did, not once. Didn't check my bad heart either. You've got a bad one. I sure do. They don't call your doctor or anything, but dude, don't worry. I make like $6 grand a year doing this. You won't regret it. He hacked out a laugh. Her hands clenched in fists, Suzanne emerged from the other side of the dumpster. She marched by the men, pausing briefly to take them in. They both wore faded jeans. One had sandy hair, and he looked down at his feet as she passed. The other one scratched his pencil-thin beard and squinted back at her, stupefied. Suzanne could not guess which one was which. She decided that they were the most ordinary men she had ever seen. The late afternoon sun blazing at her back, Suzanne swung open the double doors, determined to save her sister from making a very practical mistake.